A lot of these leaks seem to paint the picture that perhaps next gen might cost $1,000. Like,
Ha ha. Gamester, what another W. Did you honestly believe, fanboys, that Sony was going to continue to subsidize their hardware because of 80 million hardware sales? This is what I was trying to tell you, dummies. But apparently you people weren't listening. That is not the main source of where PlayStation is getting their money. It is live service and subscriptions. As much as you people want to keep saying it's about exclusive games and hardware, and guess what? Because if that was the case, then why would Sony feel the need to charge $1,000? Oh, that's right, because they lose money on every single PlayStation that is sold. But that money is made back through what, guys? Through the return of PlayStation Plus, which is a subscription service. Gamester, what another W. I told y'all.
let's actually talk about that today. What happens if next gen comes out and the PlayStation 6 is $1,000? The next Xbox maybe over $1,000. What if controllers cost $120 a pop? Every game costs $100 a pop. I'm concerned that this may permanently hurt the industry because I do truly think that we're hitting the strange spot.
I mean, it's not like you fanboys haven't done enough damage already. We've already told you. No wonder EA sold out to Saudi Arabia. Because you know why? Because I can tell you that there's a potential gaming crash coming up, and EA's like, let's wash our hands before it actually gets worse. I mean, come on, man. Think about it. EA, with their portfolio of games, and they just decided to say, nah, let's just get bought out by somebody else. That is saying something. That is telling you that gaming will not be the same that you people remembered it, which also means Gamester, what another W.
For a large chunk of all of gaming history, casual gamers have very much held up the market. People buying crappy Call of Duties or people just buying Madden.
Regardless if they're crappy or not, people, that's what Gamester, what another W. How many times have I've been saying this for years, that people do not care about buying video games and all they want to do is support the same established franchises. I'm very surprised, or should I say shocked, that Dreamcast guy finally realized that casual gamers have been maintaining the gaming industry for quite a long time.
A lot of these type of games, those people, they still bought what I consider to be good games, Ghost of Yotei.
Well, that is your opinion.
By Expedition 33. A lot of these casual gamers, just via osmosis, they'll buy some stuff. New economic data, though, has come out today that a lot of casual gamers have stopped buying games.
Woo! Gamester, what another W. I've told y'all ever since even when Expedition came out, when EA told y'all, there ain't no future in single-player games. It's all about the multiplayer. And you guys, all these journalists, all these fake wannabe gamers, oh no, there's a market for single-player. We've told y'all this, man. Now y'all like, now I see why Gamester said he just went back to retro gaming. It doesn't matter anymore. This is what I was trying to warn you people. Now you're going to have everybody trying to go on eBay, buying games, buying retro games so they can fill up their collection because now they all see the writing on the wall. This is what I've been warning you people. Gamester, what another W. Let's go.
They've just stopped. The casual market is all now playing free-to-play slots.
Ha ha. Gamester, what another W. Who told you that? Who told you when I was talking about the top 10 and how ain't none of the games that you guys want to say that are there aren't even trending on the top? I've told y'all this, man. Now y'all want to act surprised, or should I say shocked? Because you know what it is? You know why I love this video? Because it exposes all the fanboy agendas that you people have been pushing in this community for a long time. People pick up game console for the exclusives. Wrong. All these things that you people have advocated for, just for these casuals to sit there and say, we don't even buy our own games. I mean, this is embarrassing.
On cell phones, they're buying the cheapest version of any console they can possibly find. And
Let's
they're just
go.
playing Apex Legends. And
yeah, the realization has finally hit in, man. Who would have thought 5 years during the PS5 generation that you fanboys would start realizing that the gaming generation is dead? That's why I've told y'all, man. But yet y'all still want to, well, let's keep hope alive. Let's keep hope alive for what? Because at the end of the day, they ain't catering to you. They're catering to the casual gaming market. Now, mind you, if that's what you don't like, well, it's either you can't beat them or join them, or just go back to playing your old video games. That's what I've been doing. Y'all like, damn, GameStop, I had a problem with you, but now I see you was just trying to warn us with the truth. Now I realize, now I'm starting to read the room. But you know what? You're going to catch a few PlayStation fanboys that are still going to believe that PlayStation, Microsoft, and Nintendo is for their die-hard, hardcore gaming audience. And I've told you, it hasn't been there since the past 30 years.
Like that. And I'm concerned about the fact that in the age of slop, the good art, the good games, the high-priced, high-expensive production value, the crazy stories that actually matter, they're just going to cease to exist. But I want to talk about this because I do truly have concerns that if we're going to be talking about the idea of being priced out a lot today. And
it doesn't matter. Because you know why? Because at the end of the day, as long as you're still giving Sony, remember what I've told you when y'all talk about, I'm going to boycott Nintendo, but you're still paying for Nintendo Switch 1 online. Do you think these companies care? At the end of the day, they got you guys at a chokehold. No matter where you go, even if you don't buy the PlayStation 6 or the new Xbox and you're still paying for Game Pass or paying to play these game consoles online, they're still getting your money regardless. If you can't afford it, well, then they're like, well, so be it. You're still giving us money every month to play on our service. We don't care. The days of cross-generation is near and dear, and I've told y'all this, the days of real next-generation gaming is over. Your console ain't no different than a mobile phone at this point.
Concern is that if next gen doesn't have a reasonable price tag, I think everything is going to collapse.
No, it won't. Because you know why? People will still continue to play on their PS5. The PS5 will be the equivalent to the new PS4. That's all it's going to be. And Sony's going to still garner money out of that. And then once everything's said and done, it is the last of these gaming consoles. I've told y'all this already. Why do you think EA sold out? They're like, man, let's get up out of here, man. We can see the gaming crash come right before the horizons. Let's get up out of here.
1985 market crash. Let's talk. Hi, hope you're having a great kind of stuff that when I look back at these ads, it's more than just nostalgia. I do think that...
Oh, no, it's most definitely nostalgia.
During the era where gaming back in the 2000s was obviously way, way, way less popular. I'm not going to pretend that this
that's because online wasn't the forefront of a lot of these games. So obviously, if you're pushing a single-player game or a local multiplayer game, the best way to do that is by lowering the price. But we don't live in this era no more, bro. This was 20-something years ago. Of course these things happen. Those days is over.
Just some nostalgia. Anybody who actually takes the goggles off and looks at sales metrics and stuff, obviously, gaming back then was much more niche. It wasn't bad. In fact, I think the games back then were a lot better. But that stuff... there was still this hunger in the industry for raw growth.
Oh, yeah, there's so much hunger that Resident Evil 4 is already priced at $20 and it's a greatest hit, even though this is in April 2006. Bro, this has always been a problem with gaming. Now it's just starting to finally get exposed, and you people are finally starting to realize it. I've told y'all this. Why do you think a lot of these established franchises don't exist no more, besides a few titles? Because nobody bought them. It is what it is. It is, bro.
Let's see how cheap we can possibly make a system and still sell. How much can we lower our discounts in order to make it so we maximize new players coming into
the those days is over, because if the PS2 came out in the days of the PS5, the PS2 would still be priced at $400 because they would use that to gauge interest into the next platform. That's what these companies have realized. The days of low-end products is over. Everything will be charged at a premium. You don't like PlayStation 6? Oh, just keep raising up the PS5 and Xbox Series X until they decide to buy the $1,000 console. These are the days that we're living. And if you people can't see that, well, then at that point, you're just lost. You're just lost.
So it's funny to think about the PlayStation 2 being $129, whereas the games themselves being $30, $40, freaking.
Also, too, let's not act as if those games didn't cost that much money to make in comparison as to what we have now. There's a reason for that. These games don't cost that much money to make. Now we're living in a days where most games could have a budget of over $100 million and then some. This obviously wouldn't be feasible in today's gaming market.
This hits games cost $20 Bob, a $130 DS Lite. My point to this, though, is not just, wow, is this stuff cheap,
The
but
good
not
old
only did
days.
games used to get cheaper, this is an important part of the gaming pie. Constantly trying to reach to new audiences. At this point...
No, it was about trying to sell everything even if it was at a loss. That was the only way they was able to make their money. But with the push of live service and subscriptions, now they can start pushing these things at a premium.
My fear a little bit is that we
also while not having you have ownership to the things that you're buying. How come you guys don't see this, bro?
Hit a bit of a ceiling. I do think there's not new people suddenly getting into PC gaming. There's not new people suddenly getting into the PlayStation 5 years into it. A lot of these sales are still strong. There is still some amount of people that are interested in getting a PlayStation 5 or getting a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but they're getting it for third party. Well, Switch 2 maybe for a few exclusives, but besides that, it's for the same typical games that everybody bought. Pokemon, Mario, and Zelda. There you go. Nothing's changed. They've been doing that since the NES.
But it does seem like people are being priced out. That term just keeps coming up. I even saw this. This was actually a leak that came out there. There's been a lot of data that a lot of people now are just not buying games, even if they want to. A lot of people just straight up cannot afford a set.
It's not the fact. What do you mean? Matter of fact, the people that play the free to play spend more money than the average gamer. Yo, like Gamester, no, that's a lot. Bro, there's Fortnite people that spend thousands of dollars on that game a year. Bro, I used to talk to a dude on PlayStation that spent thousands of dollars on Madden for some freaking, I don't know what it was he was doing, but he spent thousands of dollars. And then he would do it the next year. I'm being serious with y'all. People used to clown him in the party on PlayStation. But he's like, I don't care. I'm having fun. That's all that mattered to him. You would be a fool to think these people spend more money on video game. Well, I should say a video game than you spend on video games. That's why we look at them like, damn, y'all stupid. Y'all spend $1,000 to play this Fortnite online, and I actually have a collection to show for it. That's where the whole philosophy of like, oh, you're stupid because we're looking at the value of what we're getting and we're looking at it from their perspective. But in all honesty, they're having fun doing what they're doing. You guys aren't.
Their game or an $80 special edition, right? A lot of people, even if they want something, they just can't afford it.
It's not that they can't afford it because all that money that they're spending is going to Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, NBA 2K. Why does it hurt you guys to say that nobody likes your video games? Why does that pain you to think that the vast majority of gamers nowadays don't like to play the games that you guys like to play? Why does that hurt y'all so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't understand as to why that would bother you because, like, you don't see this in the music industry. If somebody's old and they still listen to Elvis Presley, well, guess what? They still listen to the music that they enjoy. But for some reason in gaming, if people don't like playing Ninja Gaiden 4, well, then I don't like gaming because people don't play what I like. Well, bro, listen, I was trying to play Capcom Fighter Collection 2 and they weren't nobody online, man. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like I've told you before, you dinosaurs need to go extinct. And if you don't like it, well, I've already told you the precautions of what you guys can do to better your own gaming experience. I bet after this video, y'all going to be running on eBay, Amazon, and buying a bunch of retro games. Y'all going to be trying to scam. Y'all going to be looking like these squirrels out looking for nuts. I need my game acorns. I need it. You're going to pick up all these video game acorns and you're going to store them in a tree and then you're going to forget where you found them.
Then 60% of US gamers only buy 1 or 2 games a year, usually fewer. 4%.
And those 2 games is probably Madden and college football, NBA 2K, or college football. Like I said, it's whatever variation you want to use. Call of Duty Black Ops 7, NBA 2K, Black Ops Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden. Just switch out the 2 games with another one, but it's always the same. Oh, yeah, I'm picking up Madden 26, college football. Matter of fact, I'll pick up Madden, this one, and then I'm going to pick up Call of Duty. Those are those 2 games that people are picking up every year.
of people buy more than one game a month. So obviously, I'm an ultra hardcore gamer. I buy like 2 games a month every month for the last 20 years, right? But this is the part that I think is super loud. I'm hearing alarm bells in my head. Hyper enthusiast, price insensitive players are keeping things going, especially in the non-free to play gaming space. According to Circna's Quarter 3 2025 Future of Games, 4% of players buy the game, with a third of players not buying any games at all.
But PS5 got exclusives though. You see? Now you're starting to realize. Nobody cares about your games, bro. The days is over, man. Consoles will never be looked at the same way. It's done.
Not buying any games at all.
Ha ha.
Just truly consider that. All the different genres, all the different stuff, all the different crazy RPGs and shooters and sports games, remakes and
nobody cares. You can hear the hurt in this man's voice. You know, remake. You can hear the hurt in this man's heart. Man, nobody buys RPG. And you Final Fantasy. Nobody buys fighting game. Nobody. Bruh, grow up. It is what it is, man. Let's hear it again.
Just truly consider that. All the different genres,
he's hurt.
All the different stuff, all the different crazy RPGs and shooters and sports games, remakes and new stuff.
He's hurt, bro. You can hear it in this man's voice. He is so hurt, bro. All this cope and all this bashing of Xbox just to find out that he's been hurt. You know, I've been hurt too, because gaming ain't never been the same, you know. It hurt my soul that nobody liked the games that I like to play, you know. It really does hurt me. I try to tell y'all guys, this is me really crying right now, because I can't contain it no more. I'm going to say he cried, I'm going to cry too, and gaming just ain't never been the same. You know, people ain't buying nothing but 2 games a year. And them 2 games is Madden and Call of Duty, Madden and college football. That's what they buying. I can't believe it. Gaming, this is not what I thought gaming was supposed to be.
Weird indies and craziness. A third of all
no wonder EA sold out.
are buying 0.
And I want people to understand, I'm not laughing at the detriments of what gaming is. I'm laughing at the fact that you people didn't read the room. That's what I'm laughing at. I'm not laughing to see gaming, the gaming hobby that I once grew up and see it turn like this. I want people to understand. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the fact that you people thought things was going to get better. And I've told you, things was only going to get worse. While you guys was sitting there console warring against your only console brethren, y'all could have been both uplifting each other. Maybe consoles wouldn't have gone through this direction if it wasn't for you guys not supporting each other for the games that y'all wanted to play. But would y'all say, I'd rather wait for them on Xbox. I'd rather wait for them on PlayStation. Well, guess what? Understand that you have hurt the console gaming industry, and guess what? It will never come back. So understand that the decisions that you made in regards to being a fanboy is the reason why gaming is the way it is. That's 100% facts. And like I said, Gamester with another W.
People where I am so inside the bubble, I think we forget that economically, a lot of the industry, it's held up by us. But
no, it's not. No, it's not held up by you. No, it's not. Stop lying to yourself. See, you got to stop it right there, guys. Listen. The gaming industry, bro, they want you gone. They're tired of, they're honestly tired of you. They don't care how long you've been building these companies up. At the end of the day, they want you dinosaurs to go extinct. And you can tell by the things that these companies are doing. These companies do not care about you, bro.
I'm one of those people where I am so inside the bubble, I think we forget that economically, a lot of the industry, it's held up by us.
No, it's not. It's not held up by us. I mean, I buy a lot of games. I spend hundreds of dollars on video gaming, and I will sit there and tell you it's not being held up by us. It's being held up by the third party and the free-to-plays. Look at it. Like, this is crazy, bro. This man's really sad about this.
But the casual gaming market is vanishing.
What? Bruh. Then what the hell are you complaining about? Nah, that sound like he's being. You hold on. What? I'm confused. Hold on. What?
I think we forget that economically.
Did you just forget?
A lot of the industry, it's held up by us.
No, it's not held up by you. I'm gonna prove it at the end of this video.
But the casual gaming market is vanishing.
The casual gaming market is vanishing. Bro, the casual gaming market is still here. You guys are vanishing. That's the problem. But even then, even casual gamers are not buying games anymore. So that's bad, bro. That is so bad.
I play a lot of World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft Classic specifically is like my secret addiction. Love playing it. I'm on there.
Well, then you're a part of the problem. Then that means you don't believe in the idea of new games. You believe in MMORPGs where you can play for 10, 20 plus years. No different than Fortnite. How are you going to sit there and use this game as an example when people could sit there and say, well, give World of Warcraft a rest? Why are you still playing a game from over 20 years ago? You're crying about not having new video games, but you're still playing World of Warcraft, though? That's a hypocrite.
I'm a week playing with my guild.
Oh, but Fortnite is a terrible game. Call of Duty is a terrible game, but you playing World of Warcraft for over 20 years. Now, I'm not saying the game's bad, guys. I'm just saying, if you're complaining about these type of free-to-play yearly rehash games and all that, then World of Warcraft would also be a part of that as well.
And a lot of people in my guild are people that are broke. A lot of the people that play World of Warcraft are actually older. So some of the people I'm playing with are retired pensioners actually playing it because it costs $15 a month. It's the cheapest hobby they can have.
Oh, that's funny. $15 a month to play one game, but yet for some reason, $15 for Game Pass is too much. You're paying $15 to play one game. You know what, bro? We'll save that for another video.
Or people that play it while they're a plumber and they're working 50 hours a week, and at the end of the day, they want to kill some dragons and stuff before they go to bed. I feel like that audience, I keep thinking about the fact that before they hit bankruptcy, and I'm concerned about what happens if we end up with some mega monolith, one crappy company. What if like some EA-style company or some Ubisoft-style company, companies that, in my opinion, turn out some of the worst slop.
No. That's why I'm going to put respect where it's due. Don't disrespect EA and Ubisoft like that. I don't care about what's going on now. EA and Ubisoft used to drop bangers, bruh. EA was so powerful at one time that if Sega didn't have it with the console, it automatically failed. Let's not try to distract this away from real gaming history right here, okay? Because Ubisoft and EA, put some respect on their names, bro. Y'all like, damn, gangsta for real. Put some respect on their name, bruh. Because at the end of the day, EA and Ubisoft, as much as they may be bad now, but so is Konami, so is Square, so is Capcom in a lot of ways. I'm just saying. So if you want to sit there and pinpoint and pick, oh, this company's bad, well, understand that EA and Ubisoft was good at one time. They was holding gaming for 20 years plus. Y'all know this. Y'all gonna act like, yo, man, come on. With Road Rash on the y'all gonna act like EA and Ubisoft weren't holding it down? Y'all like, damn, Gamester, that's kind of disrespectful. Exactly. That is disrespectful to say. Because EA and Ubisoft was holding gaming down for what? 30 years plus. And y'all out here bashing this company now because they no longer can turn out the games that they once used to, and neither is Konami and Square.
If they end up coming out on top, buying out everybody else.
Y'all just don't understand that nobody gives a damn about your games. That's what y'all don't realize. Nobody cares about your games.
Everything just becomes this profit-obsessed, low...
Well, they kind of need to, Dream. Because how are you going to continue to have sequels to games that don't make no money? Every franchise that exists solely exists because of the profitability of it. Therefore, the game wouldn't exist in the first place. If the game failed, there would be no reason for a sequel. Oh my goodness.
Effort factory machine.
You just want people to take artificial losses for the things that they're funding, and ain't no business and ain't no company going to do it. You gamers are entitled, is what it is. Instead of understanding as to why gaming is the way it is, you want to blame these companies. Now, mind you, these companies do some heinous things. But I'm saying you can't expect Sony to come out with a Killzone if they ain't enough people to buy it. You can't expect Sony or whoever to put $300-400 million into a game and only 20,000 people want to play it. You cannot expect that, especially from a business, which the whole point of a business is to make money, bruh.
I don't really have an answer to these questions.
I
don't really have a good answer.
Come to Gamesters chat. I got all the answers you need because clearly you're lost. Look at the sadness.
I just want to I feel like I would buy a next-gen console, whatever it costs. But to me, it's a business expense. I like playing next-gen. I like seeing the new graphics. I like seeing the new exclusives. I like seeing the new controllers. But even I am starting to go, okay, what happens if nobody can afford it?
It's not about that. At the end of the day, they don't care.
Of the fun of video
You're
games.
still going to pay for PlayStation 5 online. If you can't afford the Xbox PC, you're going to still pay for Xbox on even on 360. You think Microsoft cares?
For me, has always been the accessibility. You don't have to be the biggest, strongest person. You don't have to be rich. This isn't like rock climbing or car racing. I have always loved the fact that you and I can both sit down and play through a game and then come together and
well, guess what? 99% of those people weren't doing that.
That experience, to debate the story, to talk about the characters, to reflect on how we're changed by the moving endings or the crazy gameplay, or even jumping online.
Those days is over.
GTA 5 Online and stuff like that. There is a connectivity and a shared love of video games.
Well, that shared love is still going on. They're just not going on with your games. How hard is it for you people to understand? There is that same love, just not for your games.
That I feel like heightens the experience. There is a cultural importance to video games.
And those cultural importances is Grand Theft Auto 6, Madden, FIFA, NBA 2K. Those are the culture. Just because you're not a part of it doesn't necessarily mean these things ain't going on. Like I said, out of touch gamer.
Like a high enough price tag will just delete it off the board. I don't know. These are some off the cuff.
You know what? All right, I'm going to show y'all something. Check this. Gaming ain't the same no more. Oh, where's my exclusive? Oh, it's over. Oh, college football. Look at that. They can't even beat Madden 25. Yo, gaming is done. It's finished. Look at that. Red Dead. Oh, look at this. Yo, can't even beat an old Can't even beat They can't even beat the old sports games. Oh no. NBA 2K25 still trending. No, they got Silk Soul. That's what gaming is about, y'all. Look at that. They got Black Ops 2 beating out Halo. Oh, it's all about exclusives, huh, baby? Where the exclusives, bro? Look at this. Oh, my goodness, bro. Oh, my God. Look at that. Destiny 2 free-to-plays, Fall. Bro, look at this. Is your industry right here, bro. Oh, they're bad games. Skyrim, bro, look at this. Look at this, man. This is what your industry has become. These games are old, bro. Hollow Knight's only probably there due to Game Pass, and even then, look at this. FIFA again? Oh my goodness, bro. Uno. They play more game than Oh, Warframe 2013. This is Look at it. They even got Black Ops 1 out beating y'all. Oh, Batman. Oh, I can't, bro. This is embarrassing, bro. Look at this. Y'all think I'm playing? This is y'all can't even beat 20. Oh, my God. Y'all getting outbeat by Madden. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Look at that. Monster Hunter Wilds getting outbeat by Madden 24. Hey, yo. Everybody got no game. Look at this. I'm telling y'all, look. How many times I got this man holding this trophy like, yeah, we casual gamers, we don't buy nothing. That's the casual gamer holding on to his Console War trophy. Look at this. Yo, y'all don't think nothing wrong with this? This is crazy, bruh. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at that. You got Fallout New Vegas outbeating Oblivion. Yo, this is what people playing. This is what people eat football. This is, no, look. Where's the FIFA 24? Oh my goodness, bro. Man, I'm done. I'm done with gaming. I'm done, bro. If this ain't enough to wake y'all up, man, then I don't know what's gonna wake you up. Look at this. Where's the real man game? Little Big Pity. Kitty. Look at this. We're the real man. Yeah, y'all getting outbeat by MLB. Grand Theft. This is ridiculous, bro. It's worse. Oh my. Look at that. Dude can't compete with old Call of Duty. Hey, yo, it's done, bro. It's done. Y'all can't even beat car mechanics. It is over. It is over, man. Video game, it is dead. It is dead, bro. I mean, I can't believe I'm seeing games for the. Look at that. I got Sonic Crossworlds out here getting beat by a freaking Madden 24 Xbox One version. This is embarrassing, bruh. Look at that. Oh, we buy game. No, look at that. Silent Hill F all the way at the bottom. All the way. All the way. Look at that. NBA Live 19 is there. This is sad, bro. This is sad, bro. The more I keep going down this list, the more hurt my soul starts becoming. But like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Gaming is casual. You don't like it? Well, like I said, get your retro games up because at this point, that's all you people got. Take care. Peace out. And let's not forget, games to one another W, baby.